Just thought I'd let you know this won't be a video coming this Wednesday because I have a school camp that I'm going to, so I'm just going to miss one video this week. Hey everyone, it is me Saskia and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you guys are new, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and make sure you turn on that notification bell, otherwise you won't know when I upload. Today I have a little bit of a story time for you guys. It's the story time of when I got kidnapped. I know, the last person you would expect to get kidnapped, but I did. It was actually a pretty scary time. Wasn't the best thing, but I'm alive, I'm well, and that's all that matters. So let's get straight into this story time. I wanna go out dancing I think I was 5 or 4, either one of them, and my family and we lived in England at the time, and we went to go to a pub for someone's birthday. I'm sorry, my cat is climbing all over my stuff right now. Gordon, stop. Whatever. Anyway, so we went to a pub and I was running around, you know, the casual toddler I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna go do that. And it was, I was having a blast, you know what I mean? There was this one family, they seemed a bit off. I can't remember their name, but they had this one daughter. She was like, I think she was 13, 14 at the time, I can't remember. Anyway, we're going to call her Amelia because I honestly can't remember her name. It was like 10 or so years ago. So we were in this pub and I was playing around with her and she was like, oh, you seem like a really cute little girl. And I was like, oh, thank you, etc. I can't exactly remember what happened, but I do remember this whole story. It was like a thing that stuck with me for a very long time. Anyway, so we were having dinner and I was eating and this girl Amelia kept looking at me, like she kept staring at like this. I was like, Mum, this girl seems really out of line, like she's really scaring me. And Mum's like, no, they're family friends, she's okay, don't worry. And I was like, if my gut has a feeling that she isn't right, we leave. So obviously, you know, she felt very dodgy and I was like, okay. So what happened was she's like, hey Saskia, do you want to go and play? I remember that. Oh my god, her face. She was like, want to go and play? And I was like, I was so freaking scared. You don't even understand. So we were out and we were playing with, I had a little Dora ball at the time, so we were playing with that. We were throwing it, we were catching it. I was having one hell of a time. And then what happened was all the parents went out the back to have a glass of wine because they were serving wine and cheese. Wine and cheese is a very popular thing that adults like to drink and eat. They went outside and she went, come on Saskia, let's go inside. We've got all the pub to ourselves. And I was like, oh, okay. So we went in and she said, come behind this counter. So I went behind the counter and she's like, I'll be back. And I said, okay, all right. So she's like, don't move. It wasn't like that. It was like a don't move. So I sat there like this for a while and she came back and it wasn't a butcher knife. It wasn't a butter knife. It was sharper than a butter knife, but it was like, it was something that could easily harm me. So she came back and she went, if you scream for your mum, I'm going to have to hurt you with this. And I was like, so I sat there and my mum came in and she yelled, okay Saskia, it's time to go. And this Amelia, she put her hand and she smacked it against my mouth. And she held like, I really don't know how to explain it, but it was like let's just call it a knife. So she held it like close to here, let's just say. And she looked at me like, so I was sitting there about to piss myself in fear, and then my mum started panicking. She was like, Saskia, where are you? She thought I got like taken away. And anyway, my parents went outside, everyone was looking for me. She took me into this shed thing and she sat outside the door so I couldn't open it up. Anyway, so what happened was my mum came out the back with her friends and said, "Hey Millie, what are you doing out here? Aren't you looking for Saskia?" But she said it with like fear in her voice. And she went, "Oh, yeah, I'm looking for her. I'm just panicking." There I was inside the shed. Like, I couldn't scream because I would get killed. So I was inside the shed crying. And Mum said, "Let's just go check if she's in there, shall we?" And Amelia she was freaking out and she went, "Oh no, I don't think it's a good idea, you go in there." And my mum said, "Why not?" And she opened up the door and there was me sitting in the corner crying. And my mum ran in and she grabbed me, and I can't even remember what my mum said exactly, but I remember she said to the girl, "You are a psychotic little," and we went home. And I don't know what happened after that. I don't know where this girl is today, but all I know for a fact is that my life could have ended because she is a seriously messed up person, and I seriously hope that she gets the help she needs. But all of it aside, I'm very extremely lucky to be here today, and I am very thankful that my mum found me in time, that they didn't leave. Otherwise, I would not know what happened, and I don't think I'd like to know what have happened. Anyway, guys, if you want to know, I have 100,000 story times that's like this, that's more embarrassing, funny, etc. So if you want to know all of those, let me know down below and I will definitely get back to you. Anyway, guys, I love you so much. Stay happy, stay safe, and stay kawaii, and I will see you in the next video. Love you. Anyway, so I was eating my dinner and she kept giving me like a massive death stare, and the death stare I'm sorry, I keep laughing at my cat. Gordon Come on. Anyway, so I was like, okay, this is really scary. I was like, "Mom, this girl seems really like out of Stop eating the clothes. So anyway, so then what happened was I'm trying to film a video. And I don't wanna know. So why you